Strategy and Snark presents Dungeons and Dragons Online. And welcome back. Got a long one today, taking a look at the legendary version of the Feywild. It's good to be back here. I have been looking forward to this one. We have some of the best shot at getting usable gear that we've had in a long time. Just making sure I've picked up all these quests. As usual, we've already done this on heroic difficulty, so if you're looking for a more quest by quest guide, go check out the heroic version. We are going to slam through these as fast as we can, trying to get that sweet loot. Alright. I like to vaguely do them in order, but geography is going to determine that more than anything. Alright. Let's go jump right on in. Out into the Feywild. Wow, my map is not filled out at all. We are currently wearing so many. We have 4 Feywild items equipped right now. There's a very, very good chance we're going to just finally replace, we'll say replace at least one of them. If you are playing along and you have, like, if you're playing along with this character, you definitely have Feywild, because you need Feywild in order to actually do this character build properly. I would run around a couple times. I would do these quests a couple times. Go look up which quest, go on DDO Wiki, read the item lists, and target something. And just do that quest like 3 or 4 times on hard. Enough times that you gave it a solid try, not enough to ransack it or burn yourself out, but just give it a couple solid tries. Do that for a couple of items, because these ones are going to give us some pretty big bonuses if I can get through. Yeah, I didn't think that was going to work. Aha! You have failed in your attempt to keep me out. Alright.
Nice one.
Let's see how squishy things are in here.
A curious tree stands
feet on the tree. Because I know that I need the apple. You. Give me the apple. Me want apple. What's your name? Malum? I don't know if that means anything special. Oh, she gave up. 3,000 experience and an apple. Alright, I don't think we can do the other ones until we have the actual quest. I have done this quest a lot. However, I mostly... We gotta keep an eye out. So, here's your...
Isn't this the best
Oh,
part of
got a
adventuring?
Warhammer. Here is your major difference between epic and heroic. Fey Twisted chests. I do not believe Fey Twisted show up on...
is occupied by a very energetic chest. It gapes at you with a big, toothy grin.
I don't believe they show up on heroic. Pretty sure it's epic only. So, all of the items in the heroic version, this one says it says Seasons of the Feywild. Every item you put on adds to this one overall set bonus. That's not how it works in the epic version. The epic items have separate season set bonuses. So heroic, you can mix and match whatever you want. If you want the set bonuses in epic, you have to be a little more picky about which items you're farming out. So, like, what do we have? We have Plate of the Summer Solstice. So if we got the legendary version, the higher level version, it would only count towards the summer set bonus. Compared to Ring of Winter's Chill, that's got to be winter, right? Nocturne Ring is, I don't know, but probably... Actually, I'm going to say autumn. I'm going to say autumn on that one. I don't know. I'm going to say autumn. Crown of Butterflies, that's got to be summer. No, could be spring. We are potentially have one of each season equipped. I did not actually mean to walk into this door. I've never actually walked in here. So, doing things a little differently today. Hey, you. No, she doesn't give me anything. So, the importance. Okay, the Fey Twisted Chest. Whenever you have a
What can I do for you, Outlander?
treasure chest, and I'm trying to click through the correct dialogue options.
What can I do for you, Outlander?
There we go.
My part in this story.
Any treasure chest. I think maybe with the exception of the actual end chest, but I think any treasure chest has a chance of being Fey Twisted, and what that means, it has a special named item inside. It is mostly, I believe, the same item you could normally get, but it belongs to a different set bonus. Hey, quick aside. I wanted to show you what a Fey Twisted chest actually looks like. So, I went and I farmed this out a bit until I found one. This is that very first quest. And like I just said, my preferred way to farm this out, I don't even go through the gate. I'm usually on my monk, right there, my monk, who natively has enough jump to just jump into this window. Wizard is not quite as jumpy. I can make the jump, but it's a little more finicky if you don't actually have maximum jump. The other way you can do it is you just swim through their little river. So either way, you can get in here without fighting the red caps. So you could come in here on Epic Elite and fight 0 things, checking this chest over and over again. You have to be a little careful when you get up here. The chest is over here by the waterfall, those elementals we fought. So there's 2-3 water elementals over here, depending on what difficulty you're on. If you get too close, they will aggro you. And I think they even increased the aggro radius. But it is possible to get just close enough to use Q to target the chest without aggroing them. If you do aggro them, you can just jump back in the water, swim around the grate, recall, reset the quest, walk back in. Or, if you're on a wizard or something, just throw a meteor swarm, blow them both to hell. What's the plane of water called? Is it just the plane of water? I feel like it should have a name other than plane of water. Anyway, you kill the water elementals, and this is a Fey Twisted chest. So you'll note it actually says Fey Twisted chest on it. The description says Fey Twisted chest. It doesn't say anything new in the description, but it's labeled Fey Twisted chest. So even from way over here, right? It's glowing in purple, okay? They're not normally glowing in purple, but it'll say Fey Twisted chest. So if it just says chest, it's not Fey Twisted. So, what did we get? The Storm Scale. This is heavy armor, which would have been fucking amazing to actually get on our paladin. I'm not using this because I just sat here and farmed it out, but you could sit here and farm out to get these items. What's special about this is part of the spring item set. Let's look at what the where's my internet button? DDO Fey Twisted items. This is Storm Scale. So this item is the Fey Twisted version of... I was really expecting the wiki to say. And it does not. Okay, plan B. I want to know. I want to know this. This will not take me long to find. I have a suspicion that it's the winter armor, but I want to be sure. I can just search heavy. There's only going to be heavy mace, heavy repeating crossbow, heavy pick. Okay, there was more heavy than I gave it credit for. Okay, so there is Legendary Plate of the Winter Solstice and of the Summer Solstice. So let's see which one of these matches. So this is Fortification, Sheltering, Heal Amp, and False Life. It's not that one. It is neither of these. Okay, interesting. So apparently the Fey Twisted ones are even more special than I thought. I thought it was just the set bonus, but I'm looking at the wiki and this says Summer Solstice was fortification. They all have fortification. So Seeker, Sheltering, Parrying, and Winter was Heal Amp, Sheltering, Parrying. But this is Heal Amp, False Life, Sheltering. And, you know, competence, insightful, blah, blah. Interesting. So this is just a different one altogether. Interesting. What does my secondary character show us? Chainmail of the First Snow. So some light armor on the winter set. Interesting. Also, Sheltering, Heal Amp, False Life. I wonder if all of the armor have the same stats if they are Fey Twisted. Interesting. Well, I am just going to switch this over to my other account here in the chest and loot them both on that account. Just to be absolutely sure that nobody thinks I'm sneaking that onto the other character. There we go. They are both on the other guy. They are no longer in the chest. Alright. Back to the main video. I just wanted to show that. Bye. Alright. Good enough. I think I talked to him a few too many times. So, the one that I was trying to farm out, it is the Crown of Butterflies, but it is the Fey Twisted one, like the Titania's Glory or something, I think is what it ends up being called. Those can show up in any quest, but it's like a 1% chance that your chest is Fey Twisted instead of normal. So when you're running around here on Epic, it is, or Legendary, it is absolutely worth poking your head around the corners to double check
You aren't harmed.
whether your optional chests were Fey Twisted. I'm hoping we get to see at least one so I can point it out. Like, it'll say Fey Twisted chest on it. Like, if it looks shiny and purple, but they really are like a 1% spawn. This is the quest that I would do trying to farm them. Because what I would do is I would walk in the quest, I would bypass those three little,
One of them holds up a hand.
the red caps. I guess I have to talk to you first.
I would parley before we come to
Blah, blah,
blows.
blah.
You may step forward.
You definitely want to fight to subdue. Fighting to subdue means you get an extra chest, and it could be Fey Twisted. And whack. Yeah, the Fey Twisted stuff is typically really good. I never did get the one I wanted, but I have opened probably 8 just trying to farm them out. And those items are all pretty much always keepers. Mostly because the Feywild items are generally so good. Like the Feywild, the hammer we picked up, meh. By the time you're at this level, you don't really care about what it can do. Crystal is an interesting material type. It helps against Korai. It helps against the Fey in here. If you're doing the heroic version, it's kind of worth it to go get the go get yourself a crystal weapon, because then things aren't resisting your damage so much. Doesn't matter as much at Epic. You're probably going to overpower their damage reduction anyway, unless you're playing like really deep into Reaper, and even then I don't think they've got that much damage reduction. Definitely a nice thing for heroic though. I like, yeah, you pick up those little chunks of Pharaoh Crystal. Same thing in Legendary mode. You could just pick up chunks of Pharaoh Crystal and get yourself a free weapon once you picked up enough of them.
Whoever has replaced Greymoss must be desperate now. You have reached the top of the
Words.
tower, where a regal Eladrin silently awaits you.
Words. There we
He
go.
appears to be alone.
While he cutscenes, I guess we'll roll our silver roll.
Yes, you fool.
A Mirror of Glamoring. That is... I'm going to just eat this. We already had a Mirror of Glamoring in our inventory somewhere, apparently. Yep.
Greymoss is dead.
Those are actually kind of nice. They let you take a...
Who told you the Prince of Frost
take what
wanted you dead?
an item looks like and turn it
Who
into a
said these
cosmetic.
outlander
So if you
dogs
really
raise
like the look of,
dogs?
like...
Me.
I mean, I'm wearing a
But it
cosmetic right
wasn't
now.
you.
If you really like the look of an armor piece you found, but the armor is not very good,
As a distraction
turn it into a cosmetic.
I do hear some say. Just have to climb.
I think they call it transmog in World of Warcraft. Same idea. Is it you? No.
Think again.
It's definitely not the one glowing blue. Definitely not that one. Not that one. I think I had it right the first time. I mean, I could just kill all of them. This hag fight,
You're my favorite rogue.
man, after playing Baldur's Gate 3, I don't think any hag will ever
The
really
hag dies,
hold up.
reaching to the last. After a moment,
Blah,
the
blah, blah,
Viscount
blah.
rises to his feet.
Spare
and
their
looks.
lives.
Who was that?
Okay.
What's going on?
I don't think
demand
the-
an explanation.
Can lockboxes be Fey Twisted? I don't think they can. But maybe if it does roll to be Fey Twisted, it would just replace the lockbox with a Fey Twisted. Oh, need to pick the loot up first. Alright. Item? Got a chunk, which I'm going to take, even though I'm not going to use it. There's 10 quests. I think we ended up with 2 items per run. Because remember, when I did this in Heroic, we did it all on Elite mode. Pretty close to at level, too. Because I needed to unlock the Feydark Illusionist. So we did it on Elite mode the whole way through. But since this is a premium account, not a subscriber account, means I had to go and run them on a lower difficulty to unlock the ability to do Elite. Which I did using my other account. You know, I just walked this one in, ran to the end, killed the level 6 boss with my level 30 character. So we didn't really get any XP out of it, but we did get 2 items. On average, 2 items. We have 4, so I'm assuming we've got 2 during the Elite run and 2 during the hard
Party
run.
here is in full swing, and Cascading Springs Cottage is clearly the worst for
Buffs,
wear.
buffs, buffs.
A harried housemaid waits on the walk to say
You'll sometimes see that in the group menu. Somebody will want an opener. It's because they're on a character that can't play Elite on the first run. I don't actually need to talk to you.
The maid tells you why the satyrs refuse to leave.
Doop, doop,
Lord
doop,
Arden
doop.
promised them that they could stay at
Come to me,
Cascading.
so I may smite you all at the same time.
The satyrs have no
I was
intention-
tempted to come in here on Elite, because we did it on Elite Heroic. But it would take a long time to slog through here on Elite.
The gardener says he left some magic seeds inside the conservatory.
I don't think we actually have to go
Seeds that
down here.
instantly grow into giant strawberries.
I'm just kind of talking to the staff because I can.
The cook tells you that Lord Arden hid the key to the
One
spring.
more house servant.
That way
Who's the other house
couldn't
servant?
find his flash boom powder. She has no
Don't
idea
actually-
where the key is now. A satyr calls
Not
to
Fey
you as you
Twisted.
enter the courtyard.
Hello there. Welcome to our revels. There's food in the kitchen and
There
drink.
is a
Well,
chest
everywhere.
in there.
Including the floor, I see.
It is
Make yourself at
normal.
home, and don't forget to pour one out
Even though
for
I
the
can't
host.
search to open this
So
secret
Lord
door,
Arden, may his
I can hit
service
the
keep
detect
them.
button and I can see it's a regular chest. And it'll even say a special chest if you read the description.
The lush collection of potted plants suggests that this
Yeah, it turns out pixies are allergic to being hit by a weapon 12 times their size. Where's those seeds at? Seeds, yoink.
A note next to the sack of seeds reads, Slakeweed. Keep away from sunlight and damp.
I don't know what I would have done if that would have been Fey Twist. I probably would have just yoinked my other account in here just to open that door. Just be like, I can always redo the recording. Not giving up a Fey Twisted chest.
Down they go!
I do hope we see one. They're not super common. And I've spent most of my time in Feywild at Heroic. Because when it came out, most of my characters were already high level, so I didn't need to do any leveling or anything, which is what I would have wanted high level content for. So most of the time I was doing Feywild, it was at Heroic as a new character or a TR would come through. But I'm perfectly happy to be up here on Legendary mode right now. Get some new gear, get some Fey Twisted maybe.
Partygoers dance
We're looking for the
and sway
key.
to a tune played
We have
by
not
a
had much-
very weary-looking minstrel.
Not much luck. Hey, you. I'm going to intimidate them. It did not work.
Attempt to sway them.
I'm going to clobber them. It does work. You have been a bad party guest. Ah, well, I'm glad we did this. Because I didn't even know you could get a chest for that. Don't we already have dodge feather falling boots in our inventory right now? Pretty sure I picked up a pair and I've been debating whether or not to keep them. Oh. Dodge sheltering. Fine. I don't know. Feather falling is one of those things you basically always want to have anyway. Ooh, key. Hello, key.
This large key is labeled Spring House. It seems someone was trying to hide it.
So, get some free dodge on your featherfall item. Go this way. I think we're done with the randomly placed stuff for this quest.
It's surprising to find a large, well-stocked library
Alphabetical
in a
order,
house
the
given
way
over
the
to an
gods
enormous
intended.
monarch. It's even more surprising to find a sphinx.
I
sitting in the
alphabetized the
middle of it.
books. And I'm going to take your sign. I'm not sure why you get XP for doing required
Gushes up from
things.
the ground in one corner of the
Take
room, forming a large pool. This must be
I mean, it says optional swap the signs, so is it optional? Like, I've never not done it.
in large letters. In even larger letters below are the words "Keep away from open flame."
I guess if you just kill everybody here, the party would be over. Is that the alternate solution? Is just murder everyone?
Cascading flames high into the road.
Yeah, we should be. Should be pretty much set to end the quest. We shall cast Distraction. Here you go. We'll just sidle up to this sign here. Don't mind me.
Swings his torch
You?
too close to the powder keg.
How did that happen?
Explodes in a
Who
shower
knows?
of sparks. The party goers
And then we beat him up anyway.
It's a simple task.
We'll take out all of his friends first. Just in case one of them casts something that I fail my save against. Alright, Lenny. You're out of there. Free toy inside. Damn. Oh, and 2.
The rebels
I mean, we got 3 more quests before I expected. I'm expecting kind of like 1 every 5 quests. I'd like to get 2 items. I'd really like armor. I'm pretty sure we got our armor we're wearing from this quest, though. So, we didn't get that. Still. 2 down. Now for a nice short one. Assuming my jumping doesn't mess us up. Hello, Owlbear. Goodbye, Owlbear. Talk to Pifflegust, the unfortunately named. Hey, do you guys really want to fight? Yeah, I didn't think so.
You enter the grove the villager told you about and spot a small encampment.
Well met, travelers.
A hearty
Yes.
voice calls as you
Yes?
Are you here to...
Unfortunately, I don't have enough search to get the bonus chest in this quest. Normally, I would have Froggo with me, but I'm not using any of the bonus things. I guess I could... I never did buy one, did I? I can buy rogue hirelings, but I'd have to give up the cleric for it, and I'm very lazy when it comes to healing myself.
Nice one.
So, to properly do the quest, we don't want to get too far ahead because we want her to keep up. And then she's going to stop and want to talk. And we say, yes,
The night whispers.
I believe you. And then she basically goes, thank God. And it's like, well, yeah, it's the Feywild. Of course the windmill is giant and evil.
No.
Alright, where are you?
You
Pink
find
hat
your
thingy.
confidence well placed. Spindly legs rise from the dirt, and the windmill lurches forward.
Supposedly,
Spring up around you,
these...
rushing to defend the windmill.
wherever it is. I guess she found it, maybe? The one that has the... this one. The summoned lion with the hat on it. The crystal, I guess. The important one.
Strange gemstone seems to be
Apparently they have set
creatures,
spawn points.
spells, and weapons.
I just...
A creature sporting an unusual gemstone
Never looked it up.
seems to be avoiding.
Is that close enough?
The windmill seems undaunted by your weapons and spells. The gemstone cracks, and the
It took it an awfully long time to fall down. Like, if that lion basically had to turn around and walk in there on purpose. Alright, out of here, methods. I don't want you messing with my vision. Alright. Still, we need to get eyes on number 2. There you are. Boy. How about you go ahead and hold still? Hold still for me? Why, yes! Good boy! Stay there.
another gemstone cracks, and the windmill shakes violently.
Hold up. Almost messing stuff up. And just one more. No, there you are. I don't suppose you're going to be cooperative. The first one literally walked back under the thing. The second one held still for me when I asked.
Creature sporting
Are you also going to just super cooperate?
gemstone cracks once more. The
Ask
windmill
and you shall
rumbles
receive.
steadily, then falls still. The magic that brought it to life
All
seems to have left it.
Item?
The old knight says.
Kind of an
Your
item.
trust in me brought us victory this day. You've earned
So,
a
just like in
reward,
Barovia,
Continues.
but speak
you can
with
pick
me
up
if you'd
the
like to
weapons.
help
The
a
weapons are
little
kind of their own slot. They don't count as your named item. So you can get one of those and a named item. So like we picked up the Warhammer earlier. The Queen's Scepter, same thing. Only it's the caster stick as opposed to a weapon. It's actually really nice. It's like surprisingly nice. Oh no, birds. The trouble is, we, even if we pulled a great sword, we probably wouldn't switch off Barovian. Chest. Regular chest, okay. I don't feel bad not being able to get in there. Onward we go. I guess I could go get my quest reward. I think you have to pick up the quest rewards in order to get the saga reward, so we're just going to make sure we do that as we go by. And I guess also kill these red caps. I don't know why we... Oh. We have a Slayer count boost going. Probably from one of those daily dice that I just chugged it to get it out of my way. Let's go save a tree. Ooh, Bloody Boots Boris. That's a rare encounter. You know what that means? Free treasure chest. I don't know if these can be Fey Twisted. I feel like they can. I feel like the ones in the wilderness can be Fey Twisted, because I think I recall when I was going to farm for the item that I never got, that some people recommended just doing loops of the rares. You just come out here, you do a set path, it maximizes how many you see every time. That's how other people did it. I like the first quest. You don't even fight those first 3 red caps. You just turn left. If you have enough jump, you sail right over the wall, run straight in. You can look at the chest by the water elementals without ever aggroing anything. You can check that chest as many times as you want with 0 fights.
Time to find the source of the corruption you've been asked to stop.
It gets very tedious,
An ugly
which is
red
why I
magic
stopped.
barrier blocks the way down to the tree's heart. A
Smoosh.
strange red light fills these root tunnels, draining away the life force.
Smoosh.
The barrier flickers out.
Flying potion of barkskin.
Destroyed. As the
Man, give me a potion of flying. Man.
sense of unease felt fading.
Oh, potion of flying? So many things you could do in quests. The game is old enough. I feel like it wouldn't be the end of the world if they started just giving us abilities that they know we want and they know it'll break the game. Would it really hurt anything if you could cast fly and just kind of bypass some of the jumping puzzles and stuff? Would it really hurt anything?
Blocks the path down. You expect there are more power.
Hello, shambling mound.
Pervades this clear.
Hello, disintegrating mound. Oop. Regular chest. Might as well beat up the cat and take it. That was a big hit. I like the look of displacer beasts. I will say Baldur's Gate 3 did a better job with them. Like, these look right, okay? But where's my displacement? Where's my illusory copy? This is basically just, you know, same as any other lion.
Died with one final pain ground.
Longer reach. Alright, no bonus there. Never sad to check, though. Plus, they've been putting named loot in optional chests kind of more. Sometimes the optional chest will even have its own unique named loot. So it's not wrong to check them anyway. But we mostly care about finding a Fey Twisted in all those optional ones. Most name loot can only be found in the end chests. You know what's even rarer than the Fey Twisted chest? It also counts for raids. You can get a Fey Twisted chest out of the raid, which means you need to do the raid like 100 times. I haven't even done the raid 1 times. There is some cool, unique loot in the raids for this pack. Stuff that I would love to have for one of my, like, just cute little silly builds that will never make it on Elite or Reaper, but I want to play it anyway. But the only way to get the item is to run in here and do legendary level raids, like, and then TR into the character that I wanted to play, because raid loot is bound to character. That's a lot of hoops to jump through for a silly build. The silly build items should not be raid items.
Your sense of dread and loss mounts as you explore.
Smush all the guys. Smush all the guys. This quest gets a little bit repetitive with the do the same thing you just did but more. But it's not that long, right? I feel like if we would have had to do it one more time, it would have been like, no, too much. We should be able to make us run basically straight for the boss now. I think we get one more ambush of little thorn dudes. Yep, right here. Bye-bye, thorn dudes. And on we go. A beetle. So, like I said, we probably could force our way through elite mode, but we're probably better off just smashing through on hard mode and doing 2 laps instead of 1 lap on elite. It might even be, in the amount of time it takes, we might even be looking at 3 laps on hard versus 1 on elite.
With a single magic word.
Plus, it's a lot less stress. Just depends on what makes you happy. I want to feel powerful, but I also want the game to push back a little bit. Hard is pretty much perfect for me. It's hard enough that the enemies actually hit me, but it's not scaled and punishing me for not having 5 other people. Alright. Toy? No toy. We're what? Four quests in? No toys? But we're on our way to Thornright. Thornright, I think, has some good items in it. I didn't, like, memorize what comes from where, but...
Yet some form of corruption has gripped its roots,
Boing.
slowly twisting and transforming this ancient sentinel of the forest.
Something flickered over there. That was odd. Really? You see a dragon carrying a 6-foot sword and you're like, we're gonna bite this guy's ankles.
A deep voice booms through the cavern.
Thornright is probably the shortest quest out here. I didn't even cast our buff, so we're probably gonna stomp it. Ooh, remnant. I don't think there's a bonus chest in here that could be Fey Twisted, but I've never actually veered off to the left. There might be something over there. I pretty much always just go to the right. Fight a handful of spiders. Stop jumping behind me when you get to no health. And that time I saw a remnant pop up behind me. And we're at the end of the quest. Okay, we gotta do a couple waves of an arena-style fight, but still. Combat has not exactly been slowing us down. Come on, wave 2. I saw something over here. Okay, I've managed to kill 3 birds. Do you have like 1,000 toddlers back there somewhere that we could just skip to that?
Nice one.
Fire elementals seem like a bit of a step up from dog. They're like, we're going to send dog at you, and bird, and spirit of fire itself,
Fire joins the fray herself.
and thunder. And then she brings bugs. Get off my arm. Bad bug. Nah, completely whiffed. Kill the extra bugs. Just so they don't interrupt my looting.
She makes a gesture.
Pick up the fungus as we go by.
Gnarled woodwork carefully picks through a pile of
Hello.
bones, plucking out the largest.
You crafted, blah, 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 blah.
I can't believe
Also, I'm stealing all your stuff.
Explains that he crafted
Toy?
a magic needle for
No
his-
toy.
a needle that
I mean, I know we're on
brings
hard mode
blessings
and
of
it's like
immortality. The Prince of Satan
14%?
then took that needle to some place called the Treasure Grove.
It's only like 33% on Elite. Like, there's a jump. We've done quite a few with no toys. All right. Let's go north. Nah, let's go into the swamp. We're just gonna fly ourselves right off of that there tree. Why? Because we have Featherfall. So we're just gonna kind of generically aim to the other side of the swamp. La 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 la. I have absolutely done that, forgetting I did not have Featherfall. I'm just pushing Q a few times just to see if I spot a rare encounter chest as we walk by. Witch hunt. This hunt. Doop doop doop. Turn on all the buffs. It's tempting to just go down there and beat on the hag without actually exploring. Alright, let's see if we can find the letter quickly. I saw the tingle momentarily.
If you got to higher ground, you could look for the source of this disturbance.
I feel like it's over there if I can already.
That doesn't mean though.
If it's already tingling, I think it's that one. Except my jump is so bad, we're never gonna make it up any of these. I guess we're going around.
But when you remove their banner, you free them of their service.
Even the crayfish. Like, somebody just was really happy with the crayfish model they made for White Plume Mountain. And they're just like, we need more crayfish.
Then use them to corral the
I want to say they used them in Salt Marsh later, too.
Miss Gully. She will find true
Tingle? Got the note. Alright, we are done with the RNG part of the game, the quest. Let's see how many hits it takes. And one smite.
Will have my head, and here's some will turn us into worms.
Does not look like she actually took any damage. Alright. 6,000 popped up over her head. Am I What is going on here? Why are you not taking damage? Am I missing something? Hey, she kept some damage that time. Is it just because I'm hitting her too hard when I do the smite? Or maybe she's guaranteed to have a certain number of times she runs away, or maybe she's damage gated. Alright, she's not ignoring my damage anymore. I don't know, lady. I seem to be doing pretty good. It's very handy being able to use Adrenaline Smite when you only get one swing before she runs. I don't know, lady. You keep saying that, and I keep just, like, pounding you. Yep. And if we had Dimension Door... Where are we at? Oh, over here. I guess we could kill this Psionic Thrall as we go by. Wipe out these crayfish. We really just have to work our way back to the entrance of the quest now. We've literally finished the quest other than talk to guy. Let's see if we can cut straight across here. We got the XP for the quick kill. Wonder if that's worth a treasure chest, maybe? Maybe a Fey Twisted one? Nope. Oops. Fine. I didn't want to kill you anyway. Just a crayfish. Delicious, delicious crayfish. I know I've had crayfish. It's hard to remember. It's just seafood. Because it's not like I go to the store and just buy crayfish. It is in something, right? Typically gumbo. Hey look! It's a Pokemon. And done.
We're going where to do what? That sounds amazing!
Laughs the master of the hunt.
Toy? Still no toy.
Today, you proved yourself a worthy hunter.
Well, he didn't give us any extra treasure either. Lame. Moving on. Let's see. I think the next one's Needle in a Face Stack, my least favorite quest out here. Hey, big man, are you a rare? Or are you just big? I think you're just big. We do not want Court of the Wild Hunt yet. That is a different pack. That door right there. We're going there next. I usually see like a named Kelpie or something out here. No, it's a name. It's the seal thing. What's the seal thing out here called? I mean, its name is Tiger Lily, if I remember right. But that's its proper name. Thinking these. The seal fairies. What are you? You're just sea lions. You're just literally called sea lions. Okay. I don't remember.
In the midst of the swamp stands a curious
That's interesting. I don't remember this thingy. And I got an explorer for walking up to it. Somebody's casting spells at us, too. I don't think it's those sea lions over there, though. That's weird. I don't know what this is. I feel like if you do the right thing, it'll spawn a rare for you to fight. But I don't know.
Legendary.
Don't think I've seen that before. World's kind of looking a little funny. Okay, we overshot the quest by a little bit. We're gonna work our way back. Yeah, right there. The Treasure Grove. I like the idea of this quest. I don't like the execution of the quest. They didn't want you to do the quest too fast or too easy. So these first treasure chests that we're supposed to be checking, these early ones, like this one right by the entrance, it will never be that one. It's coded to only potentially be in the back half of the quest. So like, all these early ones are a waste. You can just completely ignore them. It'll never be those ones. Big fluffy spider. Smites don't really work as good on neutral things. If you just fall down, spider, then things will go easier for you. Alright. First thing to do is to just kind of sprint to the opposite side of the quest. And then just start exploring over there. There are set spawn points. There's 5-ish of them. And if the chest you want spawns there, no chest will spawn in any of the other ones. So you're really looking at 5 or 6 spawn points, and if you see a chest there, then that's it. So if you know where all the ones that are here every time are, you know to ignore them. Alright. We should be getting close to where I was aiming to go. So, like, if you know that this is, if you know this isn't one of the 5 spawns, because you wrote down exactly where the 5 potential actual locations are, then you know that that's not the right one. But I didn't write them down. I just know that it's on the back half somewhere. Use magic device. Oh. It actually worked. So that was definitely a mimic. I think this one's always a mimic, but I clicked on it and it started opening it instead of giving me the dialogue box. I'm pretty sure this is one of them. So right here with these mushrooms right here, maybe it's this. Something to do with those mushrooms, I think, has one of the spawns. Oh, hey, I got the right one.
Leaps out. How did it even fit inside?
A surprise unicorn, which is not taking damage. There we go. This is the part of the quest that bugs me the most, because the thing runs away, and if you are a caster or a ranger of some kind, you just sort of like, okay, meteor swarm, done. But all of us melees are sitting here looking like jackasses chasing the thing across the map, aggroing everything, because I can't run faster than that thing runs, so I have to wait for it to stop. This is the part I like about the quest the least. I don't mind looking through the chests looking for the right one. I care about having to chase this thing literally across the entire map, lap after lap after lap after lap, because it runs faster than I do, and I have to wait for it to walk into a wall. The worst one being the bird.
Something stirs inside, and then a blink dog appears. This needle better be worth the chase.
No fair going back to full health every time. Come on, hold still so I can beat you up.
The blink dog falls, but something flits out.
Well, we got a bonus chest, but yeah.
A bird.
The Raven's the worst one.
Here we go again.
The Raven... If you're not a ranged character, how are you hitting that stupid Raven?
That was fun. I look forward to working with you in the future.
It's so fast I can't even get line of sight, let alone actually throw something at him. And then we lag back behind the rock. And who knows where the stupid thing went. I'm hoping it's still this way. Good. Just gonna keep throwing bottles at you. There's like this. This is the worst part of this quest. Sorry you didn't bring the correct class. I guess you don't get to have an easy time of this. Of course, I'm not convinced that our bottle is going to work here either. Where's the coffin nail? I mean, that's the advantage of using a real weapon. Of course, he's going back and forth a lot right now. Don't suppose you're going to fly into my sword. Awfully convenient. Ooh. I'll take it. Kick the egg. Kick it again. Kick it a third time. Concentrate, and then kick the egg. Intimidate? And then the little dragon swoops in, and now we follow the little dragon.
And plucks the needle out. Just as you reach for it, with a victorious
This one,
tiny dragon-like
you just
creature
follow.
darts
You don't have to
away
hit him.
its prize.
Unfortunately, he will just eventually warp to his lair, so it's not a guaranteed, hey, follow me to the end of the quest. Typical. Silly dragon. I'm not convinced he's actually heading back to his spot. Run across the whole goddamn level at this point. I don't want to dislike this quest, but man, is this one annoying to farm if you want something. If you're gonna farm this quest, look up the map on the wiki so you know exactly which 5 spots you're looking for. Don't even try just searching for it yourself.
Taking your prize with you.
I meant to leave
As you
Bozo
pursue
behind.
the creature into the cave, you hear its excited voice up ahead.
Hello, greedy dragon. How about play a game? And ready.
We're gonna play hide and catch. So first, you close your eyes. No peeking. You count to 10, and then find me and catch it. And then.
I don't think Q is allowed to find the dragon, but there is an audio cue. Tag, you're it. Okay.
You found me. Tag, I'm in. Run!
And just like in Heroic, the best place to go is on top of this bed because he can't reach you. He can't fly. Jeez. And now we sit here until we win. I like the premise of the quest. The idea of it. I just don't like actually doing it. There we go.
What fun! That's being so good.
Free,
You can have it. I just
free
might
toy.
have a friend all along.
We got an item. All right, we got an item. We finally got an item. Item, 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 item. What do we get? Item, item. What do you do? Spell focus. We got a caster item. One of... Obviously, we're not going to use a caster item. Spell Focus Mastery 4. Insightful Spell Focus Mastery 2. Quality Necromancy Focus. And Insightful Sheltering. Like, it's good, and it's just a little tiny bit better for your Necromancers. Like, that's a solid item. Plus, it has the potential for the Autumn set, which I don't see a lot of people use. The Winter set is the one I see a lot of people use. If they use one of these at all. Sharn gear kind of takes priority in actual endgame stuff. Sharn and then Dragon Bone item from Isle of Dread. We got what, one? Why are there 3 doors? Oh, right. Like, there's not 3 quests over there. What I'm seeing is the original, like, door you walk in from Eberron, and the final quests, which are way, way, way far away and not relevant to where we are right now. One more quest here, and then we gotta recall and turn around and go up another way. This one is where you get the Crown of Snow. It is a caster hat, but hoo boy, it's good. I will gladly take that and pass it along to another one of the characters on this account. Gladly. That is a good item. I really like it. You can't really use it on this character, though. What it does is it adds a chance to freeze targets to all of your spell casts. I especially like it on like a warlock, because all of their blasts count as spell casts. And there's very few things in the game that just passively affect your Eldritch Blasts. Keeping an eye out for keys. There is an optional chest in here, and it might be Fey Twisted, and if it's Fey Twisted, we're gonna go and try to get it. But it involves getting a couple of keys that I don't normally have the patience to try to do the jumping for. What gets me is we're underwater, right? We should just be able to swim up to it. Lever check. Fungus check. Key? No. Crawfish. I want to say... Nah, this isn't the cave I'm thinking of. It's not a long quest, but it can take a while if you're sitting there trying to make the jump to get the keys. So, the lever we want is that way, I'm pretty sure. But we're going to go this way first. Because I want to see if the chest in this area is Fey Twisted. It is not. Which means it's not really worth the effort to go and get the 2 keys. So back over here, go flip the lever, go kill the boss.
The light filtering through this shallow pool
Nice one.
Alright, there's that.
There's an audible pop as the second lever.
So there's one of the keys, just in case you're curious. Oh, I actually got it. So there's one of the keys.
Now to find the lock.
And I believe I know where the other one is, because it's usually in here if I remember right. It's in another one of those grassy...
You're really good at this.
Yeah, it's in here normally. It's in here when I find it. Let's put it that way. It might have other places it spawns. But when I look for it, this is where it is. Right there. Gold key. On the way to the boss. The problem is we'd have to, like, force our way up these rocks and try to get high enough to jump over there. And it's not a Fey Twisted chest, so we're not going to bother. We are going to buff up, though. And smite. The Kelpie Lord. Horse. At the point that, the point he has to call in additional friends because he's afraid, maybe he should just surrender and give me all of this stuff. horse is a weird choice for a boss, but I guess it makes sense in lore. Everything in the Feywild is a little just weird. For all we know, he's just some guy who wanted to look like a horse.
I can't believe we did it.
Item? We got a sickle, but like I said, that's not actually in your named item slot. That's just an item. And what's initiate mean? Wizardry, spell, pain, resistance. Okay, the rest of the quests are... I mean, there's the finale. There's actually... Oh, there's actually... We're only halfway through? Are there more quests here than I thought? Because we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've done 8. But I can count at least 5. Oh. We could just talk to the saga guy. See, I thought there were 10 quests. I don't know why I thought there were 10 quests.
We're going where to do what? That sounds amazing!
Yeah, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We only got 5 left. 3 up top in the icy area. 1 right here. Which... Fine. Do it now while I'm thinking about it. This is another short one. Doing all of Feywild in one sitting is very possible. Just wondering.
Awake from your unexpected sin.
Thinking I might
At first, things seem as before.
take a
You
break
start
for
in the hall,
more
and
quality
Melody is
content.
still standing beside
So it's
the
not
bed.
just me sleepily
Then you realize that Lord Arden
forcing
is
my way
missing,
forward.
and so are the flower and the root unit for the
This one,
ritual.
though, this is a nice, easy one.
Been speaking in familiar
I want to say this was the first one I did on Elite, because I was farming something.
Of course I know it, but it's for me to know and for you.
This is also the one that gave me the biggest scare on Hardcore League.
Go make sure Lord
Because
Arden
I wasn't paying attention. I auto-ran my guy like this. La 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 la.
She teleports away.
There's so many
You see
invisible
creatures
enemies.
milling around near the
I
gate
turned
to the
around and
hall.
I was just
Then you notice that
surrounded, dying, just flailing, trying to like fend them off. And I did. I just barely meleeed everything down. But man, I had to close the game. Like, I had to come back later. That was a little too much for my fat ass.
After all, you've recovered the frosted syringe.
Oh, we don't got the good meds. They say stress is bad for you, so I just try not to put myself in stressful situations. It's stressful enough just posting YouTube videos. Every time I get a notification that I got a comment or something, I'm like, oh god, what did I mess up? Somebody's mad at me for something, I messed something up, you know, all of these thoughts is the first thing I get is, ah. And it's usually just somebody like, hey, thanks for making this. I'm like, oh, whew, dodged a bullet. Not that I don't appreciate when people tell me I messed things up. You know who you are. I have made I misnumbered my own videos for like 8 videos straight. And somebody was like, hey, you know, you used this number like 4 times. Like, oh, right.
You've recovered Hearsom's loot for the ritual.
Fixed
You've
it.
recovered both the loot and the frosted
Especially
flakes.
when there's audio problems.
Now,
I will say it
where is the
again.
melody hidden?
I've only had my computer back
You
for
notice a pillar of
4
magical
days.
energy streaming from a distant portal.
I'm trying to catch up on the videos because I burned through my backlog. You know, the backlog was there, so the videos came out once a week without major delays, but I gotta build it back up again. But it also means that by the time I get the feedback, we're gonna be like 7 videos in.
Flutters into
Really hoping that
She said to make sure you didn't make her.
really hoping I didn't mess the audio up.
I won't let her.
the pixie smile.
Man, you think DDO is complicated? Try setting up YouTube recordings. There's so many settings and
Portal
so
opens
few
as the pixie
guides.
collapses. In his last moments, he says,
Whack, 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 whack. I guess I should actually make sure she's there before I start just hitting buttons.
"Find yourself in a strange
13,000, man. I love
appears to be
the interaction between Adrenaline and Smite. That's just fun. Blah, 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 blah.
I should have seen that you can't trust a pixie to do a hag.
Start the
Cadence
things.
finishes her
Apparently it's not that one.
Slimes emanating a frigid mist
And
suddenly
it-
appear nearby.
Do I remember what order the things is? No.
So I'll
Because I don't have to.
these vile cauldron leftovers. I wouldn't go anywhere
Just click on
near
them
the
until it
first
does something.
thing.
What do we got?
Be a dear and die for
Oh,
goodness sake.
We're waiting for the smoke
Battered,
to
Cadence tries
waft.
to surrender.
Alright, alright.
There we go. Speak with the guy. Hooray, XP. Give me my toys.
So then, let's
Toy?
make a deal.
No
Decided
toy.
to allow Cadence to live.
Man, our only toy so far has been
Lord Arden's true name. You lay out the ingredients for the ritual.
the only toy has
The
been a
steps
caster
to reverse
necklace,
the curse.
which I like, and I will probably send over to.
Grind up the
Pretty sure I've
flowers.
got a Pale Master on this
Last, burn
account.
the roots along with Lord Arden's
Still.
true name. You play a brief melody on Hearsom's lute. You mash the flower's roots into a pulp with little effort. You set a small blaze, then drop the crushed roots and
All right,
Lord
let's just do it.
Arden's true
Let's just do it.
name into it, completing the
I'm
ritual.
feeling good.
As the smoke rises, Lord Arden's
Let's go and knock out
eyes
those
open.
3
He
up to the
springs out of
north.
bed. Lord
We
Arden
get on our
thanks
horse.
you for awakening him from his curse. He urges you to
I
speak
definitely know there's some really, really, really good items in the quests we're heading towards. Really? Do you guys really think that I'm just some random adventurer? You're just gonna jump me and then what? What's your plan? Get off our lawn. Like, okay, but you see I just killed all of your friends. And I didn't even use a special ability. All I did was swing my giant flaming sword. Maybe you should just let me ride my horse past. I turned too sharp. We need to get on the other side of these quests we already did and then turn left to go up the mountain. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I love how there's actually an excuse for why there's a giant snowy mountain for once. You know, you go play most games, and they're like, here's your fire area, and your ice area, and your wood area. And they're all, like, right next to each other, like some... Like... There's no way that all those different, like, ecosystems could be that close to each other? Really? You have chosen death? Do I look edible to you? At the point that I've cut all these other guys in half, and the satyr's like, ah, got him. I've got a bow. What could go wrong? Well, what could go wrong is you can't... You did 8 damage. 8. 8. Out of 1,431.
Few short steps, the temperature plummets.
Anyway,
and snow
I like that there's actually an excuse for why there's an ice zone here.
change in the climate.
Frost Miser is camped out at the top of the hill. That's why it's all snowy. Is that there's literally, it really is Frost Miser. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. You want to explain why there's an active volcano that close to your D&D town without actually melting everyone in that town? Heat Miser lives there. That's all. That's all it takes. Alright, we're going to do the quest on the right first. Tricked him. I have spent a lot of time in these 3 quests.
Snow drifts into the open gateway of the
I
abandoned
definitely have done
lodge. You spot
these
Hirzam,
quests
the
quite
prince
a
of
few
satyrs, through
times.
the gate.
We meet again, Bear. I see you're still carrying out your
Why do I have... the bear counts as being part of my team, huh? Okay.
It was your command. You don't seem very enthusiastic about it. As it happens,
I could not be less stealthy if I tried.
meeting here, and I don't wish to be disturbed. I'll need some guards. Reliable guards, not a grumpy old flea bag like yourself. Let's see. Yes.
Just waiting on the
Get up
cutscenes.
there. I wouldn't want to interrupt your busy schedule.
There we go.
The bear looks up at you.
Let's go.
He's known you in
Words,
there
words,
all
words. Let's go this way.
Might as well come in.
He grumbles as he opens the gate. The bear agrees to help you find the Baron, but first you must bring him.
You're really good at this.
I do like the topiary guys. Like, there's... I've said it before. I really like Feywild. There's an element of whimsy to it. There's colors. It still, like, has adventures that make sense within their own context. There's variety of things. The theming is great. Like, even the quests I don't like, there are things I like about them. Like, Needle in a Haystack is probably my least favorite one. Because of the reasons we've already been over. But I still like that quest. I like that there's mimics hiding in trees. I like that little pseudo-dragon and all of the treasure he's accumulated.
Oh, neat.
I like it. Wonder how many spiders I can aggro at once. Jumping all of these corners trying to not step on the bear traps. Get them all together, kill them all at the same time since we hit at least 3 at a time. One pile of dead spiders.
A massive figure looms
Hey, you want to fight?
ahead. You found one of the
I guess he does want to fight. Unfortunately for him, I don't actually have to put that much effort into this fight. Oh, stretch. Stretch break. name is Grip
Eyes
Hands.
offer the dead for more, and they immediately shrink down to your size. They're magic, of course.
No treasure. I saw the bear trap and I'm like, haha. And then I just forgot to jump the corner. Le boing. Le boing. Alright. Easy one done. Well, easy if you know to jump in the well. I could see... That is a very well hidden path. I'm not sure how I found that the first time. Just... I mean, I think that the statue says something about the well. Like, there's clues. But man, just wiggling yourself in there, because it's not like a huge area, too. You've got to do it on purpose. Trim this lion's mane.
Nice one.
No, it took some doing. The mortals gave my hand.
Fall, fall, fall.
But once I was concealed by the enchantment, I was able to make all the pages and leave those druids none the wiser.
You open the door
Oop,
and step
fungus.
into the
See, I'm
massive
picking up
sky
the
only
collectibles.
to find yourself plummeting downward.
Let us be done with this.
Squish all these.
Ahead of ourselves. There are two sides to this deal. And how can I be sure that you'll deliver what you've promised?
Alright, so as always, we work backwards. Make it go up, over, up, up, up. Oh, apparently there's another guy there. Okay, guy's dead. Move over, but don't trigger the thing. Apparently I really jumped the gun. There was 3 enemies still alive here. I'm gonna throw glass bottles at you because it's bad for the environment, and I think that's funny because you're a tree. Recycle this. Can we... Oh. Come on. There we go. Anyway. Down, 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 down. Moves over. Moves back. I think this one has to go down in order to go up. Much easier when you can do it in peace without being attacked. And I think again it's almost always that you gotta go the long way. Doot, 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 doot. Doot. That should do it. Apparently I missed something. Ah.
A blob of
First try.
sap seeps out of the massive tree.
Ooh, remnant.
You pick up the
Okay,
sticky sap.
time for
What could the bear possibly want with this?
the only part of this quest that I have small criticism with. Alright, it's faster to use this thing.
With the branch out of the way, a strong current of air blows up from deep inside
Small
the tree.
criticism. The golem takes a little bit too long to run through his little
You ask,
song.
you wish to transform the entire Feywild.
Oh, I did.
You'll see in a moment. Ooh, no.
For the Eladrin littered carts and palaces.
Rumble.
This was once
There we
a
go.
place
Picking up the things so I don't get yelled at.
touched only by the pure hand of nature.
So you come down here and you talk to this guy, right? Here's the chef that is mentioned in a different quest even.
Civilization has
Then you turn around,
place where nature
fight the gingerbread golem, but you don't get to fight him right away.
He doesn't have any owlbear
You
butter.
have to wait for him to be done doing his little rhyme running around. And you have to follow it, because if you just wait, he won't go do the second part, or the next part. So you have to follow him around. See, he'll just sit there forever if I don't chase him.
Make someone new with the same magic that turned Brent into me.
I don't like having to chase him around. Let me trigger him and have him go and do his thing and then attack me. Don't make me have to, like, step on his cake just to get him to start the fight. There we go. Just it didn't feel that long when I was actively complaining about it in the middle of it, but still, we can cut a little bit of that out. Still, it's a gingerbread golem called Sir Molasses Gumdrop. There's only so much I can complain about.
Amid his remains, you find a large pot of owlbear butter.
Should be a shortcut back to the beginning of the quest. Assuming we don't lose our internet. All three of them were dead before they even knew it. Hey, you, I found your stuff. Blah, 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 blah,
Don the
blah.
giant's gloves.
And now we fight some unicorns.
Inside the bear's mouth. Black unicorn bursts into the room.
Seems like that could pretty much sum up a lot of AAA games for a while there. Blah, 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 blah. Do some stuff, now you're fighting a unicorn. There's definitely like a Deadpool game that's just that. It does like to knock me down, but... Come on, hold on. We got places to go. Alright, that's done.
That could defeat Hearsam.
Item?
You should deliver the news to Windward Hall.
Another Warhammer, which again does not count as your named item. We've only got 3 quests left. We got 1 item, so we're kind of on par for getting 2 items for the whole trip. Some of the best items, though, are in these quests. I want to say this is the winter armor and the winter boots. This is... If I was going to get items, I'm going to want to roll the dice on these 2 quests.
You have arrived at Bitterspine Palace, home of one of the Prince of Frost's.
Alright, this one has a couple of interesting little
Whether you're expected by the Baroness or not,
potential
Frost's cold
delays in it. If you don't know what you're doing, like this one definitely
Prince of
benefits
Frost stands before a
from
throne
knowing what I'm
overlooking
doing.
the crowded ballroom, the Baroness beside him. However, the third throne on the dais stands empty.
Although in hindsight, I'm not convinced I
Large
know.
figure points a finger toward you.
Why have you
How do I get past this guy without
Outlander?
If I
You.
may, my
Open the door.
A connection in the summer court sent word of the Outlanders' arrival.
Lie.
I have granted them an audience with me.
Did that
I
work?
assure you, they
Okay,
will not
good.
disturb the board. You're told that Usha loathes the
Down they go!
He's likely to be avoiding the crowd somewhere.
Supposedly you can go kill a spider and he'll let you
The
in.
head waiter explains that Osha told him not to allow anyone into the treasure vault.
Chest is
However,
normal
We're
looking.
able to persuade the goblin to unlock the door for you. Water elementals flood out of the treasure vault to confront the intruders. You hear a bell chime.
There's a spider somewhere that you kill the spider and he goes, thanks for killing the spider. That's been snacking on all of the employees. Except that for as long as I've known, it's been bugged and killing the spider does not let him open the door. I think we brought this up in the hero. Oh, I forgot to do the other.
Balcony. From the dim gems on either side, you can see that it has been sealed to prevent guests from
It's
following
the other
Osha
side, isn't
outside.
it? No, it's this one. Okay. Now we can go and do that.
You hear a bell chime in the ballroom as you pull this lever.
I mean, place your bets now on whether or not we can talk down the genie or if we're going to have to send him packing. I think the good money's on having to kill him. Kill.
The court advisor stares off into the distance. At the sound of your footsteps,
Let's
he jolts,
see.
turns around, and lets out a dejected sigh.
Intimidate. Failed.
Osha scoffs at you. Refuses.
I don't think we actually have any ranks in Intimidate.
Just as you open your mouth to reply, he attacks.
Come on, you're only the mini boss. Hold Stella, let me hit you. Alright. Osha.
Osha collapses.
You're down. We get
Grab
the
the
key.
Aurora key as he fades away.
He could have literally
You wake
just
up a little dazed on the plane of air, without any heart.
given up at any point. I am starting to get a little drowsy there, though. Which sucks, because there's at least one more quest out of here before I'm at a decent stopping point. And at that point, there's only one quest left. Just gotta push through.
Step out into the snowy
Gonna do our
dark.
same,
A peculiar patch
same
of
trick.
grass grows in the center.
Get a
along
running
with a
start.
flower that emanates a magical, chilly aura. The flower crumples away into
Get
nothing
through the
in
door.
palm of your hand.
Don't have to deal with any of that.
It grows in the soil. The newly sprouted flower glows blindingly for a moment, and unexpectedly,
Might as well get you out of the way.
a growth of blossoming vines has sprung up around the tree. When you get close,
Okay.
some of the greenery comes to life.
If you don't know where those two levers are to get to the genie, man, there's a lot of this place to explore looking for those two levers.
To your surprise, the wall is now covered in twisting vines and familiar flowers.
Alright, talk to the busybody. Apparently I didn't kill this group.
Fix this. I'll turn you into a block of ice.
Lady Lazuli informs
Should be
you that
another
there are only
small
two
group
other
here.
nobles she didn't recognize her attendants. She knows because Snowdrop, resident social butterfly, principal
There's a shrine in that room, but we don't need it. What we need is to talk to Sir Snowdrift.
Sir Snowdrift tells you that Lord Beryl was last seen slinking off to the kitchen in search of a fresh bottle of wine. Then he shoos you out of his crowd of adoring nobles.
Now we gotta go all the way across the bottom floor, which we've already cleared the enemy, so that's easy. And one of our 2 stops is going to be right in here. We're going to question this guy. He knows
not
nothing.
Tell you anything of note about the other party guests. However, she seems quite scandalized by your lack of knowledge about Chef Tartine's famous mulled tart.
Suspicious number of needle blights for a place that I already cleared. Hello, guy stealing wine from the kitchen.
Lord Beryl says that Dame Allegra has gone to explore the Prince of Frost's quarters. Speaking with her is the next step in
And out we
solving
go.
this plant puzzle.
I am starting to feel the getting old and dragging myself forward. There's a special chest back here. We gotta see if it's fate twisted.
Guards
Next
stand at
one.
attention in front of the Prince of Frost's quarters. You have to defeat them in order to enter. An
There's a
elaborate
lady
noble
that we're supposed to
stands at
talk
the base
to.
of the stairs that lead to the Prince
So
of
everything from
Frost's
that
quarters.
point forward is optional.
This must be Dame
And it's got a
Allegra,
treasure
the
chest,
mysterious
so we're
newcomer
going.
we're looking for. Dame Allegra saw a
Jump
hooded
over the
stranger
idiot.
plant a frosted cerise in the garden. She bids you to follow her there, so she can help you search for clues about the culprit. A frost
where'd you go?
giant
There we
snores
go.
on the floor of this chamber.
Fish lever.
Clearly, you didn't think anyone would dare to intrude in the Prince of Frost's private quarters.
And the
You
last
find yourself in a surprisingly
little
sparse
bit
chamber.
here. We're going to take
But
our
even in such a bare room,
bottle and we're going to throw it at that bottle.
hidden inside. The
So
spout
what's
on
on
the
We're
for
gonna
today?
read the journal,
Just slay evil
turn
overlords,
around.
suppose?
A secret passage slides open along
And
the
there's the
back
bad guy.
wall. Hidden away in this room stands a sculpture of a woman. Black reeds
This guy, we actually get a treasure chest for beating him.
inside a sphere of ice.
Actually, I think the treasure chest's already there.
Tales memories
Nope.
of his long lost love.
Red cap guards. Who thinks red caps make good guards? Ow. Not fate twisted.
Isn't this the best
I want to
part
say
of
this chest
adventuring?
does have a chance at named items. So that was definitely worth going and checking out, even if it didn't end up being what we wanted. We'll walk. We'll walk. I was tempted to take the flower teleporter thingy, but that wouldn't do us very much good. Not flower. Picture. Walk through the picture. Whoop, you're on where the picture was taken. Walk all... Oh. See? See, this is what happens when you're starting to fall asleep. You're missing details. This is why we cleared this path earlier, was so we could come out here.
Dame Allegra stands in the center of the
And she
garden.
could be like, haha, I was the hag all along. And then we go, yeah, we know.
Little prank. It was good fun. Riling up that gloomy prince always entertains my master here, so
Alright, can I smite you now? Excellent. You're probably gonna give up any second now.
Happy to see me, dearie.
Yep.
This'll be for the last time. That's enough taunting for one day. I left my friend.
Alright. Shambling cerise. I like the idea that they're using other plants. And that makes different variety of... I mean, yes, obviously it's a shambling mound, but I'm trying to think of what other... What else uses that skull? Alright, alright. Get the last of these knocked out. Then we can focus on finishing the quest. Got the flower? Got the flower. Back to the Baroness to report that the person sabotaging their party is gone. And that I will not be joining them anymore. Alright. I'm definitely getting too tired. I might not even be able to do the other quests that we're right at. Okay. Focus. Awake. It's weird, because, like... Did I just walk out the... I walked out the opposite side of that room that I normally do. So even now, I was like, I started to go the wrong way again. I saw the ramp, and I'm like, that's not right. So what's weird is I feel fine, right? Yeah, it's super early in the morning, but that's normal. I feel fine. And then, like, instead of... I'm going to talk to the correct person.
Though the prince himself would never admit to it.
Toys?
The Baroness tells you he's in your debt for thwarting the night.
Damn!
Open it quick!
Now that you have the frosted cerise, you're one step closer to
Instead of being like, oh, I'm slightly tired, slightly more tired, slightly more tired, it's like I feel absolutely fine. And then I just regain consciousness. Like, I'm in the middle of babbling something I don't understand. Like, I'm saying something and I'm like, I don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm just trying to talk.
The Prince of Frost glowers down.
And then I'm back to being fine. Perfectly fine. I'm like, why wouldn't I be able to do this quest? I feel fine. And then in the amount of time it's going to take me to put my buffs up. I like this quest. I definitely farmed this one and the one we just did quite a bit. Because you get the heavy armor and the boots. The boots in particular. Let me just give you an example. Where are you at, boots? Legendary deep snow boots. The frosty reception is the one we just did. Yeah. So you get Constitution, or Insightful Constitution 6, Quality Constitution 3, 11 Fortitude save, whatever, and Freedom of Movement. Like, those are all pretty great things.
The base held by the rebel bandits. The Prince of Frost
Everybody
wants you to
likes
a wine chalice that they stole.
Constitution. That's just more HP. And having Insightful and Quality just right there, that's very nice. Getting raw Constitution is easy just on some other random item.
The werewolf sentry stops. Sniffs. Careful.
What do we got? Adventurers pack. No levers in here? Okay.
Howls. Now the sounds of the bandits
Guess we'll fight this thing. So yeah, freedom of movement. I really like having that as a passive effect. Yeah, if you're a cleric, you can cast it. But if it's on your boots, you don't get Dispel Magic and all of a sudden don't have freedom of movement anymore. I really like having it as a passive effect. Okay, I'll take that. Poorly written note. Right side enjoyment. See if I can remember that. Go straight. Looking for more stuff.
Fortune favors the bold.
Nothing. And we got one rune already. I think there's only 2 runes. Might be 3. They like rule of 3 in Feywild. It's kind of a running joke. You got anything? No? A whole bunch of guys who are attacking me for no reason? Sure, I barged in on their room. Sure, I've got their Fred's blood dripping off of my sword still. But maybe if I've made it this far into your fortress, maybe just say, hey, you know, you look like you could probably kick my butt. Maybe we just talk this out? What can I do for you? Do you need directions? There's just one guy in this whole room.
Nice one.
We got the first rune very quickly. We are not doing well on the second one. Get out from behind me, you stupid goblin. You know what? Bonk. Not dealing with you. Oh, I can see the rune. Typical. Alright. We still need another note. Because we're definitely going to get the bonus chest. Can I see the note? No. Can I see the note? No.
Amazing.
I think this is the last possible room it could be in. There it is. Why not make it take literally as long as possible? Valuable on the left side. So valuable enjoyment. We literally went into every single room. Valuable enjoyment. Sup, crab? Bye, crab. Really? Knockdown? Alright, she's out. Just gotta fight this giant crab real quick. Come on. There we go. Journal says east by southeast. Also, yoink. East by southeast. So east, south, east. Say Viewable enjoyment. Click. Now, if we had Dimension Door, that'd be great. Dimension Door is one of the best spells in the game for convenience sake, but they're so stingy about giving it out to anybody who's not a full caster. Sorcerer, Wizard, Bard for sure. No Cleric, no, because it's not a divine spell.
You've arrived at Rhymes Reformed,
Artificers don't
one
get
of
it.
the
I don't think
Prince of
Alchemists
Frost's
get it.
favorite venues. He demands that you remove the griffins that
Skills.
seem to have
Do we
made their
have
home
heal or
inside
any
the
of that?
amphitheater. A number of griffins are perched throughout the
Guess we'll find out.
They look at you,
You, heal,
apprehensively,
fail.
but make no
You.
move to attack.
Spot, fail. Spellcraft, kill. I failed my spellcraft roll, so we're going to try my swordcraft roll instead. Dead, 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 dead,
Really
dead.
good at this.
So no bonus XP for us. Not that it really matters. Just have to make sure we kill every single one of these. Is that all of them? Up here's one. There goes one. And
The amphitheater
There we
can
go.
now return to regular use. That takes care of one favor.
one more section.
Lost.
Boop. Which, man, if with Dimension Door, this quest would be so much faster.
An injured guard calls out to you.
Especially this one.
You have the look of an adventurer.
I like
The
this
villagers
quest.
have been captured
Don't get me
and
wrong.
dragged off by the
I just
brutish
it
Fomorians.
takes a little
I know
bit
no
for
shame
me to
do
get
anything
into the
about
part
it.
where you have to
Rescue them, please. I beg
run
of
back and forth
You
constantly.
overhear an argument between the
Use
Fomorians.
magic device.
Perhaps there's
Use magic
some way
device.
to take advantage of this strife?
Success. Apparently, we cannot fail to the point of murdering people. So I'm just rapid fire going for the natural 20, and they're gone. Oh, there's a whole nother group over here. Oh, first try. Am I getting... No. I was gonna say, I got a couple of those a little faster than I thought I should have. That everybody? Yeah, so I'm pretty sure they're supposed to die if you fail, and it didn't kill them, so I could just keep spamming tries. Bluff. Intimidate. Diplomacy.
Lurz gets a loud yell and attacks. In the distance, you can hear crew running to assist.
That's alright. Did your brother show up? Good, I can kick your butts at the same time. One of them dead already? Okie dokie. Buttons, buttons. I didn't even use my short-term buffs. Alright. Quest is basically done. We got, what, 2 trolls over here? And then we're out? Troll and an ogre. Wasn't even 2 trolls.
The Fomorians have been defeated, and the village is now safe.
Captive. Captive. Just because I don't think I've ever saved everybody before, because I usually fail at least one. I usually fail at least one lockpick or whatever on the collars, and somebody dies. But apparently the collars are changed / bugged, so natural one. I definitely saw some natural ones, in addition to just generic failures, and it didn't explode and kill the guy, so... Okay. You. I found the ice. Ice wine.
To once again even the scales.
No special chest, but we're still going to look inside.
You can now proceed.
Not that I can see what it is. Nothing.
Trading Hearsom's needle.
Come on, item.
Pages.
Damn. You're killing me. There's what, one quest left? Killing me.
Ahead lies Bitterspine Palace, home to the Baron and Baroness Bitterspine, and one of the many holdings of the Prince of
We've got one item this whole time, and it's a caster item. Come on, just give me some melee items. I want some not level 5 items. I want that just giant power bump. I mean, it's the same thing as we're going to already have. If we would have got the plate of the summer solstice, or any of the plates really, it's going to have fortification on it. It's going to have just like the same things but more. But by golly, I want them more. There's only one quest left. Might as well go run it. I mean, the worst that happens is I fall asleep in the music section. Because, again, quests that I like, but I have notes. The majority of this quest is a maze. This is not taking me where I thought I was going. Okay, I was not expecting water elementals. I was also not expecting, like, a dead end. I think once again I just turned way too soon. I normally go all the way out to the harbor and just walk in the other side. This is the first time I've ever bothered trying to walk back to that quest. I'm not thinking that it was a good idea. But I am going to keep my eye out for obvious treasure chests. I could have fit through those trees. I could absolutely have fit. I mean, we haven't seen a Fey Twisted chest, but I wasn't expecting to. Just would have been nice. We're almost there. I really should have just went all the way back out to the harbor and walked in the other side. A lot simpler. I require passage. Frost Miser's like, yeah, I can get you up there. Stairs! Like, I think they might know who helped me. I think they might have a suspicion as to how I got up here.
You arrive at Hearsom's stronghold after a long, long climb up the ice staircase.
If the Prince of Frost wasn't so inherently lazy, he probably could have handled Hersim. It's basically Elsa, right? From Frozen. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Can't do anything until he's done playing his fiddle. I don't know anything about fiddles. I don't know if he's playing good or not. Not proficient in fiddle. Are you still talking? Like, come on. Like, I was just giving you shit. You're still going. Come on. This is why I don't farm this quest. Go away. Go away. Let me talk to your owl so that I can do the quest. Didn't know he was going to play the entire MP3.
That before you can meet with Hirsim, you will need to find 2 watchwords hidden in the different branches of his strong.
Oops. Did not mean to obliterate that deer. I was just... Sorry, officer. I was just trying to open the door. The deer was in the way. That's why it's a thin coat of paste across the floor now. No other reason. Alright, beat hooves. There we go. Take the fiddle. Put the fiddle on the bar. Play the fiddle. Summon the hireling.
Standing by, playing the fiddle has revealed another section of this wing. Hirsim's voice booms into your ears.
I more or less know which way I'm going. But I don't really think about it in terms of the map. I think about it like, I'm pretty sure I go left, and then right, and then up, blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm pretty sure underneath this is where the... Yeah, we need to go down here, but not yet. But I've got it open. Up is the way we came. So we're going to go this way. See, it's all cracked. That's not cracked. That's cracked. Then my internet's doing crack because it keeps stuttering.
Nice one.
Never mind, it's also doing like 10 other things, but that's not the point. Okay. We did not get the chance to go through that door yet. Okay. We are climbing. I remember this. I remember we climb. And then we climb again. And I know there's an adventurer's pack there. I'm not climbing back down for it. Hop over here, and I believe this is the way we want to go. Be easier if I wasn't starting to nod off again, but I'm pretty sure I'm going the right way. Let's play a game. Oh honey, I have bad news for you. Alright, little brother. Little gargoyle. I don't know why I said little brother. Gargoyle is in here. Apparently I'm not allowed to fight. I know he's gonna come alive. Like, manually run up the other way. Alright, do I have aggro? Apparently I do not have aggro. Fuck. See if I...
Tourmaline shudders as even more of his...
Doesn't matter where I shatter you.
One more strong blast should do the job. The gargoyle flinches, giving you the time to send a musical blast from the...
That means I can do this.
The red signal crystal
And
on
then
the
we go
wall
back
lights up
down.
to its level.
Then we go this way. Get ambushed by harpies that are in the middle of, like, castle. So close. That's the exit of what I want. Was what I wanted this way? I'm looking for the room with the hole in the middle. Locked. Unlocked. Hello, room with hole in the middle. It's got, there's like a big circle on the map. It's got to be this one. Yeah, here we go. And now that we fought the other guy,
Rests in this chamber.
we can now use the fiddle to blow this up. Get the note. It says passionate.
Now that you've collected this watchword, all there is left to do...
Back through the mushrooms, very convenient, and then we climb the stairs after the mushrooms.
Behind it, you notice a strange that has sprung up in the soil.
And now we can make a break for the exit of this, exit of the maze section. That, I didn't get turned around much. Didn't get turned around much. Definitely had a bit of a brain fart moment there. You know, just the mind starts shutting down, blurg. For no good reason, since the rest of me is not tired. Hey, door, you want to spawn?
A curious door glimmers into view.
Land on the door, go through the door,
Vanishes
talk
mere
to the
seconds
unicorn.
after it appeared. You decide to keep your eye out for it.
I have done this a couple times, okay? I knew this was here. I knew there was XP. I didn't realize there was a freaking chest here until the most recent hardcore league.
Open it quick.
Well, longsword is better than Warhammer number 3.
Roam free in the remade Feywild, pillaging and ruling the land Hirsum grants them as they see fit.
But yeah, I didn't realize that chest was there. I'd been in there a number of times just for the XP. Like, haha, I got in the door, tee-hee, I get the XP, and I turned and left.
Dust motes drift through the air.
At least this section is fast. Boing, boing.
Voice floats in the air.
I don't know what to
Coming
pick.
from everywhere and nowhere at all.
I have
you
provided
see.
you with a feast for the senses.
We have
Once you and your
perfume,
fellows
a
are ready,
painting,
step up onto the
and
table.
a mirror.
But be aware.
It's the mirror. You want the one that says
Until you've learned
plain as possible. The most natural. The least adored.
Hermia tells you, you must choose an object from the collection displayed on the table. Whether you make the right choice depends on
Which it threw me off at first because it says like a gleaming mirror or something to that effect. And I'm like, nah, it sounds fancy. I'm going to read the other ones. And they were way fancy. It was definitely the mirror. Roth the what? Inscrutable? What did it? He died before I could finish reading his name.
You collected a watchman. Killed the hungry for more.
It's tempting to go stick my head down the other hallway and look for additional chests because I know there's at least one out there. Because there's a bunch of extra castle down that other direction. Because I thought I needed to go there the first time I played the game. Or played the quest.
This door has been
Didn't realize you could skip all that. Alright, it was passionate melody. Say, passionate melody. To the roof. To the roof, fight the boss. Maybe get a named item. We've only got one this whole run.
Step out onto the roof of Duskfall Overlook. The arena appeared.
Congratulations are in order.
Dump.
Fearsome says.
The hireling has expired. I gotta go buy more of that.
I have just one tiny lesson. All you see before you.
Still, so many little cutscenes. Like, I get it. I get it. They're trying to be dramatic. But I feel like if you're on hard or elite mode, they should just skip the cutscenes because it's got to be assumed that you've already played the game if you're playing it on hard or elite mode. Just skip the cutscenes.
Strike down these so-called friends of yours, and
Are you really just gonna run around? Fine, I'll take out your pixie friend. How does that make you feel? He's running around so much. Alright. Easy one down. Prince of... Did we... No, that's his, I was gonna say, did we freeze him? No. He just stops taking damage while we deal with the ads. I overshot. I thought he was in the corner because I'm starting to drift off again. It is not that. Not that. Come on, we're at the final boss. Come on. If we do enough damage. Nope. He literally has no HP left. He's just required to fill his little circle one more time. And bomb.
Shattering in a spray of ice and snow.
Ta-da! All of legendary Feywild.
As he appeared.
I hadn't imagined you'd be so ruthless. I wonder how you're
In one sitting. Not that I recommend it.
knowing how easy
Come on.
you
And done. Regular chest. Only see one. Man, we got screwed.
Before you can leave,
One named item, and it was specifically a caster item.
We had a deal, yes.
Man. I would hit recall, but I don't think it's going to take us to... Actually, it should. It should take us there to the Wormwood Palace, because I have not stepped outside except for, you know, Now, I haven't been out. Outside is. I haven't been in the harbor. I took the long way to get there, so it should recall me back. Alright. That saved me a little time. Saved me a little time. I'll take that. Now for the most important thing. Where are you at? Epic. Fables of the Feywild. Let's see. Claim the tier. Our choices. Ooh, hello. No. Like, we don't really need the XP. Diplomacy and Tumble are not ones that we use. But it gave us an artifact. It gave us a potential very strong item. Just, here you go. You want this? And what is it? An intelligence belt. It's another caster item. Yes, the magical sheltering is fine, and it's got natural armor bonus, and we technically can use the magical efficiency, but it is very, very much a caster item. And we'd be giving up our insightful and quality charisma. But as you can see on there, like I mentioned earlier, there's more than one set bonus. Autumn is, at a glance, castery focused. I'm not really seeing a strict through line there. Winter is kind of tanking. Winter is the HP bonuses, the healing amplification, biggest one being 4 pieces equipped plus 10% legendary bonus to maximum hit points. Like, yeah, if I wear 4 items from this set, I just get plus 10% on top of my hit points. Yeah. It's not going to be useful. But I think I'm going to take the artifact anyway. Just, let's see. If I end up needing the space, I'll feed it to the sentient gem. Alright. We are almost done with Feywild. Yeah, because next time we're going to go and save someone we literally saved today, now that I think about it. Someone we met today, we're going to see them tomorrow. What a concept. What a hook. But no, really, next time we're doing the Wild Hunt pack. This place. The place I specifically did not walk into when we were in the swamp. Here we are. But that's going to be next time. So, thank you for watching. I am sorry for randomly starting to nod off and say nonsensical things. It's a side effect of the time of day that I record these. The other option is I do them earlier and am constantly interrupted by a small child. So, pros and cons. At the end of the day, the biggest reason I'm even doing these is the small child, so maybe I should let him poke his head in here more often. We'll see. I'm gonna head out. Hope you all have a good night. Hope you enjoyed whatever you were doing while I was in the background, just making some noise for you. Anyway, take care. We'll see you next time.